for a moment, take a pause and imagine what would happen if tomorrow we woke up in Kenya and found that it is only the men who have remained. But the first person in history to win 2 Nobel Peace Prizes was a lady. I think a lot of men think like that. That why are you complaining that you're having this menstrual pain when women have been having this for the longest time and they don't make a big deal out of it. Yeah.
That's the thing they used to do a while back, where they simulated period pains for men.
This is one.
This is torture.
Women have like 4 different personalities throughout the month.
I was going to ask you, how do you take care of your partner, of your girlfriend during this phase, for example? Yes. But it requires you to first it requires you to first acknowledge whether or not you have a partner.
Kuna siku nimelala kwa mti usiku.
I want to thank my mama. I want to thank my girlfriend.
That's science.
What's up, good people? Whoa, what's up? Yeah, welcome back to...
Yeah.
Welcome back to the Real 20-somethings podcast after a very, very, very long time. It's been a while since we were last here.
It's been a while. We've
Been a while,
missed
man.
you guys.
We've missed you terribly, badly.
God, we have missed you.
And today's episode is different. Today we're doing a conversation that we realized we should have had a long time ago. Kitambo.
Yeah. This is one of those topics where this is one of those topics where the more we learned, the more we realized how much we didn't know. Yeah.
Okay.
As you can see today, we are dressed in official stuff. This tells you just how serious the conversation today is about to be.
Yeah.
Stay tuned. Stay with us.
No, not too serious though. We're talking about everyday realities that our women face. Things that shape their health, things that shape their opportunities, their safety, and peace of mind, man. So, things that many men like us, men out there barely notice, realize.
And we are not speaking as experts. We are speaking as guys who are learning, listening, and trying to do better.
We are not experts.
So whatever opinions, notions, or ideas that we are going to be sharing here, it is from observation and from the stories we've heard and from things we've read about.
Yeah. Because we always say that when women rise,
we rise together. The society rises.
The society rises together. The society thrives. So we are so happy to be having this conversation. It's something that we've thought of for a while, but we didn't know how we were going to do this conversation because, 2 guys here talking about women stuff and ladies, that seems a bit unconventional.
Now, please, hear us out.
You're probably asking yourself why we are doing this, but we've realized that we need to take care of both our women and our men in our society.
Yeah, in equal measure. And we've realized, I'll just start with one thing, Manze, that I realized recently, how women carry that heavy mental load. Planning all of these things, especially in families, holding families together, monitoring the emotions, anticipating problems even before they happen. Man, women are superhumans.
Women are next to God's heart.
I know, right?
Yeah. And most of this work is invisible. People rarely notice how
goes
integral
unrecognized.
women are in our lives, in our societies. Yeah, sad.
It's very sad because it goes unrecognized. No one uploads it, no one recognizes it, which is terrible. It affects their mental health, gives them stress, causes burnout. And yet, it causes all of these things because it's treated like it's natural, like it's things that women should have automatically. Like it's inherent. They should have these things. So what shocked me is how often, women are expected to manage emotional harmony in their families, in their relationships,
in their workplaces,
all that while maintaining that image of they have everything figured out, they have everything together.
And when the pressure exceeds its limit and the women are greatly overwhelmed by this, it's called overreacting. It's called being weak. It's called being a woman.
That she's a woman. But they're just overloaded. So these are the kind of things we want to talk about today. Because, if that load was shared intentionally, imagine how much space women will have to grow. So that's why we're here talking about these things. And we'd like to invite you to join this conversation. We're not going to have this conversation alone. So in the comment section...
Story Nizetu.
Story Nizetu, as we always say every time.
Share with us
what you think. Even as we discuss these things.
Experiences.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I think it's a good place to start talking about the health. Let's start with the health. Yes.
Okay.
What does it really mean when we want to talk about the health for women? How does that affect women? Yes.
I think when we talk about health in terms of women, it sounds cliche, but all these things to do with periods, pregnancy, things that women have to go through. Sometimes their pain gets dismissed and some symptoms get normalized because it's things that we are used to. But these things take immense energy and strength for them to go through these things. Something simple like menstrual health
Indeed.
affects women deeply.
Yeah.
It affects their education at times. It affects their work attendance, their confidence at times, and even the finances. So, I don't think that's what you want us to talk about, right?
Yeah, and many women manage to go through some of these health issues with a straight face. They smile, they behave normally as if nothing is happening.
While still showing up for everyone else as if nothing is going on. That's why I started by saying women are superhumans, man.
Yeah, so women's health, this health thing isn't just medical. It's economical, it's emotional, and it also manifests itself.
It is. Physically.
Yeah.
And everything. I don't know if I as a man, ningekelewa the load that women have to go through. I don't think I'd survive.
You die.
There's the thing they used to do a while back where they simulated period pains for men.
This is one. This is torture.
The reactions that
What
men...
would that look like?
The equivalent of?
Of the monthly, of the period cramps per month. What would that look like?
There's no equivalent.
Yeah, but I think it also...
Because even circumcision is not as painful nowadays.
Circumcision is not as painful. But you see, circumcision is a one-time thing.
It's a one-time thing, but this thing is a thing that they have to go through every month. Man.
Dang. Poleni.
Come and get hugs.
Poleni.
It's tough, but we're here for you. So here's something that really shifted my perspective. Like all of these things we're talking about, they shifted my perspective when we started researching these things together. Realizing the challenges that women go through that we barely notice, that men ignore. It led us through a very deep rabbit hole. And we are coming here to get out of that rabbit hole while sharing whatever we got here
with you guys.
I
think one of the most mind-blowing things that shocked me is how women walk around with this cloud of fear that, when they're on the streets out there, someone might try to have a leeway with them.
Yeah.
So I think it was you who was telling me how women carry crude weapons, like keys in their hands, sometimes even pepper spray, just to ensure that, that they are safe at all times. Even when women go out with their friends, they have to share their location with their family. They have to share their location with probably their partners. Yeah, that just highlights how unsafe women feel in our societies.
So that's a very big issue that is currently facing our society. And I'd like to make you know that this is a big issue. We recently had issues, stories, very tragic stories on femicide a while back. Not a while back. I'm pretty sure there are some that are going on nearly as young, but femicide is a real thing. So women in our society at times feel very insecure, feel that they're not safe. Especially when walking these streets, when I even heard a lady on TikTok saying that she doesn't feel safe in matatus nowadays. There's this thing called groping.
Groping is the worst.
It's the worst.
Groping is the worst.
So
I thought that only happens in
Japan.
in Japan.
Oh,
in
you
the
heard the
trains.
story in Japan. We should not be laughing. That's a real issue. So,
But I think for someone who is watching this episode up to this point and they don't know what groping is, enlighten them.
so how would I define groping? Groping is when a man
Yes.
tries to rub or force something that some part of their genitals onto someone else. Nowadays, some other gender, because nowadays you need to be sensitive.
Gender is sensitive.
Yeah. So
but yeah, and it happens especially in
public
matatus.
public places.
Public places.
Yeah, a lot of
In public places. I thought it's mainly a thing.
public congested places.
Yeah.
So maybe you see in matatu lines.
But that is disgusting, buana.
That is disgusting behavior.
Stop rubbing your.
If you're out there and you're a man and you do that, shame on you.
In fact, if you are caught, you should be. Yes.
Shame
They
on
should
you.
subtract whatever you're using to terrorize women.
Yes, because it's a terrible and utterly disgusting thing to do.
We condemn it to the core.
Yes, we condemn it to the core. We don't condone such
Yeah,
behavior.
anyway, continue.
Yeah, so I was saying, you see, all of these things cumulatively
Yeah.
make our women feel unsafe in these streets, unsafe in public places.
Yeah.
So it's not good, and we need to do something about it.
Yeah.
And the first
true,
step
True.
is having these conversations, is being comfortable discussing these things. Because once everyone is enlightened out there, especially some of these men are enlightened out there,
Yeah.
then these cases will drastically go down or significantly go down.
Because when you become aware, you are able to identify injustice and speak against it. Because when people are aware, they can actually point out that no, whatever you're doing there is not right.
Yeah.
Yes. And we can actually be able to shame people in public. Yeah. So having the conversation is the first step.
That's the first step.
The second step, I think also women need to openly, when someone tries to take advantage of you or when someone tries to cross your personal space, you need to speak up against it vehemently. Piga kelele, shout, yes, go mad. But also, this should also not be used to terrorize men. Yes, let's only use this when it happens. Yeah, because also there was a time I was watching a very sad clip where there was a child who was being beaten by safarians, and there was a gentleman who was walking by past. That child was a girl.
Being beaten, like beaten by safarians.
Alikuwa naumwa na siafu.
Yeah.
So now this guy was passing by. Na I think around the area yenye place wanaishi, it's sijui iko aje, but what the guy was saying, yeye anaweza record tu huyu mtoto but haezi msaidia because watu wakimpata akimsaidia then the thought shifts, hiyo inaweza mcost maisha yake because watu wakimpata akijaribu kusaidia huyu mtoto msichana, hizi masiafu zinamuma, the first thing probably wewe utasema ni huyu anataka kufanyia mtoto kama huyu nini, mbona unamshikashika hivyo? Yeah.
No, that raises a very pertinent issue.
So we need to strike a balance.
There's a very thin line between
we need to
those two things.
We need to strike a balance.
Because I also hear stories of people avoiding their younger, let's say for a man, avoiding their younger nieces. Small children who are girls, because these things sometimes happen, like something happens and all of a sudden you find yourself, you're in the middle of a case.
Yeah.
So the main thing is that we need to protect each other. So
Yeah,
as we're saying, the second step you were mentioning was, what was it again? Remind me.
the first step was education, right?
Talking
And
about
then
these things.
the second step, the second step was like reacting, like boldly
Exactly.
calling out injustice
So
when it happens.
as we are doing that, we also need to ensure that we strike a balance, because that can easily
Be weaponized.
be weaponized against the men.
Na tutaki hivyo
And we
pia.
don't want
We
that.
want a balanced society where each and everyone looks after their counterparts.
Man, it's an uphill task to get a balanced society, but it's possible.
Slowly and steadily. Slowly and steadily.
But you once said that every market doesn't lack a madman.
Yeah, every market has its own share of mad people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, in as much as we want to live in this utopia, we cannot. There are just some characters that need to be aligned and brought into perspective. Waache ufala.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But to understand how really important women are in our societies, can you, for a moment, take a pause and imagine what would happen if tomorrow we woke up in Kenya and found that it is only the men who have remained, the women vanished overnight? How would that look like?
What will happen? What will happen if it's only the men who are left behind?
Yeah, how would that look like?
Number one, I think the society would collapse
Immediately.
immediately.
It would be
Immediately they
chaos.
vanish.
The
society collapses. It would be chaos, because I think women tend to
Hold things
together.
Women are the glue that keeps society
But also,
together
you
in balance.
might ask yourself as well, what would happen if the vice versa happened?
If the vice I don't know how that would look like. But the reason why I asked that question is, you see, to like try and figure out the role women play in our lives. For most families, when children wake up early in the morning, they are woken up by their mothers. When these children wake up, they go and take breakfast. Who prepares this breakfast?
Most times the mother.
Who ensures that the children have all the stationery to go to school?
The mother.
So the first thing, if at all you woke up, if at all you woke up and found that our mothers are missing, your breakfast,
you would not wake up.
Number one, you will not wake up. Number two, probably that breakfast itakuwa hapo. You see, so like the society itakuwa distorted vibaya sana. Yeah.
So both in that traditional sense that you're putting out there, and also in the modern sense, because nowadays women are very multi-what. How will I call this
Multifaceted.
thing? Multifaceted, exactly. That's the word. That's the word.
Yes.
Back then, women used to be in the 50s, in the 20th century, going backwards.
Yeah.
Women used to be mainly in the primarily in the house, doing all of these chores and keeping the family together.
Keeping the family fed, washed.
And everything, as the man
And
went
the man
out
was-
to hunt.
Yes. And come back with
Figuratively,
meat.
and come back with me. So,
Feed the family. Yeah.
but also in the modern sense, without them, things would collapse.
Yeah, I think that is why a lot of discussion has been around trying to have equal representation for women in leadership, to try to also have equal resources given to women for their advancement, either in education, either in their careers, either in business as entrepreneurs, nini. Yeah, because people have finally woken up from their deep slumber. But in order for societies to progress, it is only the men that can drive these key changes. And I remember let me read for you one fun fact. The only person in history to ever win 2 Nobel Prizes. The only person in history. The only and the first. Now, let me say the first because I don't know how far this has changed. There could be another one. But the first person in history to win 2 Nobel Peace Prizes was a lady. What was her name?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Her name was, forgive my pronunciation, her name was Marie
Antoinette. Oh, no. Marie Antoinette was in France. You're saying Marie the one for radiation?
Yeah, Marie the one for radiation.
Okay.
Marie?
See, I know her.
Marie, how do you read this? How do you read it? I don't want
Marie
to embarrass.
Curie.
I don't want to embarrass myself.
Is it Marie Curie?
Is it Marie?
Curie.
Yes, whatever he said. So Marie is the only person in history to win 2 Nobel Prizes. Yeah. So the first prize she won in physics, that was in 1903 for her research in radioactivity. And then the other one she won in chemistry in 1911 for discovering the elements radium and polonium. Yeah. She's also the person who coined the term radioactivity.
Man, a powerhouse right there.
A powerhouse right there. So why have I read this fact? I have read this fact to say that women are intelligent. Women are intelligent. So therefore, in our societies, we need to give women their credit, number one. Number two, you see, there was a time in Kenya we used to hear that in certain communities, sijui kama ni za huko Masabit ama Samburu, where the girls, they didn't take young women to school. Watoto wasichana wako wanapelekwa shule. Why? Because hao walikuwa wanaona ni kama a time will come when they will be married off and then they would be exchanged for cattle.
They didn't even get inheritance once their parents died as well.
By the way, able talk about that because sai kila mtu anapewa inheritance.
Yeah, but back then when it was considered pointless to educate a woman, to educate a girl.
That is very heavy. It was considered pointless.
Back then.
Yes.
That is a story. That is during the dark ages.
During the dark ages.
Yes, as I like to call them.
We have since become wiser.
We were not even there.
Yeah,
People have become wiser. Don't say we like you were there.
Say we. So,
don't include yourself there.
Yeah, okay.
So back then when it was considered pointless to take girls and women to school because the father was like, why should I do that? You will eventually leave this place.
Yeah.
Same thing, same thought goes to the inheritance. Why should I give you this and you'll go to
your husband's place?
To your husband's place. So these things have slowly been demystified and been labeled as archaic right now. So women now go to school. You've mentioned Marie Curie. Marie Curie became one of the most successful women in the research, scientific and academic fields by doing things that no other man could ever, no other man had done, no other woman had done. So it was I think that was a very groundbreaking, instrumental time.
I think she also opened the door for a lot of women because when you make such...
When did Marie Curie die? When did she live?
She lived in the early 90s. The early 19s,
so she was,
not the 90s, the early 19s.
She was among the first women to really delve into academia and research and science.
Yeah, facts.
So, but right now we embrace how the society has become, how women are in all of these fields and excelling, being successful. So I want us to shift the topic a little bit. We've talked about safety of women. And
Yeah.
how this thing has gradually evolved from how it was back then to how it is right now.
Right now.
But we had started by saying there are these challenges that women face that us as men barely recognize.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we mentioned the first one.
We can't relate.
That we can't relate, but we are trying to relate. Yes.
We are trying to understand.
We are trying to understand.
Yes.
So that was the first one. We talked about safety.
Yes.
We also need to talk about, you mentioned something to do with health.
Health. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So back then, when my stars were aligned and bright, back then when I used to wake up and drink tea with milk and sugar and foam and others, back then when my health, when I was a bit fat because I was enjoying life, I had no stress, I was very happy. Back then when I was in love and I had my beautiful girlfriend. Yes. Every month it came a time when her menstrual periods used to come around. Her menstrual flow used to come around. And I remember these were probably some of the darkest days of our partnership. Because whenever this used to happen, first of all, I never used to understand how to take care of her. For example, when she said that she was experiencing pain, her cramps, I didn't know what to do. I used to see her taking meds, pain relievers to reduce the pain. But of course, I can't really imagine how much pain she's going through because it's not my body as a man.
Yeah.
I have nothing to quantify that pain. So for me, it's something that I'm like, but this thing, that's how I used to think. But this thing has been happening here since time immemorial. And I think a lot of men think like that. That why are you complaining that you're having this menstrual pain when women have been having this for the longest time and they don't make a big deal out of it. Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. Let me chip in. So
before you chip in, you see, like for a lot of women, also when they have this pain, for example, they are not as functional as they would be when they are normal. So for a normal woman, she would go around the house doing her normal duties, blah blah blah, vile inafaa. But hii time ikifika yenye now like they start having their periods. I think pia sisi kama men ama sisi as their partners tunafaa to take care of these ladies. Na hapa ndio ladies watatusaidia. Ama kama wewe unajua. How do we take care of them, for example, when they're in this crucial period?
That's a very important question and a very important topic that we need to discuss as men, because I've also found myself in the same situation that you are in. And I think for me, if I find myself in new territories, I try to do
Research.
a few bits, some research on it, try to know more about the topic.
You are an A student. You are an A student.
I was.
Yes.
Underline the tense. So I tend to do some research so that I can familiarize myself with the waters that I'm now in. And so some time back I came across something that was explaining the phases that women go through. And it was saying that women have like 4 different personalities throughout the month.
Yeah.
There's the first...
Wait. What?
No, like they go through... It's a cycle. It's a cycle through the month.
Oh, yeah.
So there's the first stage that is the follicular phase, I think. So you'll help me if I'm getting it wrong, but I think the first phase was the follicular phase. Then there's in the follicular phase, women here feel they feel excited, they feel good. They feel like they can conquer the world.
They feel excited.
They feel like they can do a month's work in 7 days. Like they're feeling so energetic. They're feeling so good. So there's that one. Then there's the ovulation. Ovulation comes in. This is where the hormones kick in now. This is where the body wants a child. The body wants to become pregnant. Then there's the luteal phase. I think it's called the luteal phase.
Yeah.
The luteal phase, what happens there?
So after ovulation, right?
The luteal phase comes after ovulation. So the luteal phase now is right before they start menstruating. So here it's when they start feeling low, they start feeling like their energy is down. Then during this final week when they're menstruating, they feel like Buddha ushaingia.
Yeah.
So I've said there's the first step, follicular phase, there's the ovulation, follicular, ovulation, luteal, and the final step of that cycle.
Yeah.
Where now they just feel like they want to stay in bed all day long. When they're menstruating. So I guess if we want to understand how we can help them, we need to first understand this cycle. And know what their body wants. So once you know what their body wants, you will know how to help them.
You know how to handle them.
You know how to handle them.
Respond.
How to respond to what they want, to what their body wants, something like that. So I'm not calling myself a professional in this area. I'm an expert in this area, but that is how I try to handle it on my end.
So how do you take care of Oka?
Ask her. Bring it on.
So this question is a two-part question. Because I was going to ask you, how do you take care of your partner, of your girlfriend during this phase, for example? Yes. But it requires you to first it requires you to first acknowledge whether or not you have a partner. I'm just saying. Yeah.
Nika mitego.
Mimi nataka unifunze.
All right. I get you very clearly. If I was in that position, this is how I would have handled it.
No, but you've what do you mean if you were? Okay, continue. Mambo yako mimi kuingilia. Yes, if you are in that position,
so
you would have handled it.
This is how I would have handled it. So you're talking about this final step of that cycle now, Sindio?
I think for most of us who are not as educated as yourself on the 4 cycles that women go through monthly, we are only familiar with this one, the ovulation phase. Yes. So that is the one I'm referring to. Yeah.
So how you handle them during that during that period?
What care do you?
I think it's generally easier to handle them during that ovulation phase.
Do you think chocolate really helps with the cramps? It's just a way to...
I am not doctor. I am not doctor to know. But during ovulation, there's no cramps. But cramps come during the last step now.
Okay. I thought it was... Okay.
Ovulation...
Okay, so
during ovulation,
ngoja wait. Wacha tuanze tena.
Yes.
Kuanzia chini tukipanda juu. So during menstruation, sindio?
Yeah.
It is the menstruation that has the 4 different phases.
No. That's the whole cycle in a month.
Huh?
So before menstruation happens, it's usually like 28 days.
So after 28 days.
After 28 days, that's when it happens.
Yeah.
So that's the phase I'm talking about. That's the cycle I'm talking about.
When do the cramps zinakuja saa ngapi?
During now that final time when they're bleeding.
So inakuja hiyo during ovulation?
No.
Inakuja lini?
When they're bleeding, when they're menstruating. You see, during this last part of the cycle, that is when the cramps come now.
Okay. So how do you take care of women? If you are in that scenario, how would you take care of
during now these final stages when they are bleeding and menstruating.
Yes.
During this stage, their bodies just want to rest because they are going through a lot. I think the body dispensing all of that blood drains their energy as well. So they want to stay in bed all day long. They're feeling they don't have the energy to do things. Yet they're still, they're still required to go out and do all these things out there.
Yeah.
So once, let's say you with your ex-girlfriend who was maybe a doctor, so she's going to the hospital. She comes back in the evening. Once she comes back in the evening, ensure you give her a good time. Like,
I give her
not in that way. Not in that way. Not in that way.
okay.
Not in that manner.
What manner was I thinking? Okay.
So ensure that she's comfortable.
How?
Ensure that.
How do I ensure she's comfortable?
When she gets at home, she doesn't do anything.
Okay.
When she gets home, during that particular period, even if you always come home at night, later than her, try to come home earlier than her, so that when she comes.
Do you think? Do you think it's high time that whenever women experience their monthly periods during the bleeding phase, they should be exempted from going to work?
There's actually places where they do that. There are companies that do that. They give you an off of a few days in a month. I support that. It's not bad.
So let me also pose the same question to our audience. Do you think that it is high time that in Kenya we give women off days?
It's called a menstrual leave. I'm a menstrual off day, something like that.
Yes, we give women menstrual leave. I'm a menstrual off days. Share your thoughts.
Share your thoughts in the comments.
DM us. Let it be explosive. Messy. Tuambie.
But I think trying to understand women is not an easy thing.
Next time we'll actually get a lead here.
We first wanted to discuss it from the male perspective, the things we're discussing today. That's why there's no female. There's no female here.
Yes.
We wanted to first dissect it through the male perspective, through the male gaze, through the male eye.
Typical male's lens.
Yeah. And I think so far so good. We are not doing bad, Cindy.
We are trying.
We are trying so far.
Done our best.
So in all of this, we're just trying to understand women, and in understanding them, that is how we can now help them, make them even feel safer. Now that's moving back to the first point we talked about.
Yeah.
No, there's also it's closely related to whatever we are talking about, but we also need to understand the emotions as well.
Emotions. First of all,
we've talked about the health. Sindio?
Health has. We talked about when we were introducing this topic. We started by saying that the health can be divided into different components. We talked about emotional health.
Yeah.
We talked about social health, and we talked about financial health, because
emotional, social, and financial.
Yeah, emotional, social, and financial. So you are saying because you want to talk about something about how to handle.
Okay, so wait a minute. Emotional, social, and financial.
Okay, there's also the physical health.
There's also the physical, whatever we've just discussed.
Right now.
Yes. So now let's go to the emotional bit of it now.
Yes.
I think we've also done the social bit of it slightly, mentioning the things to do with safety and stuff, because that's the social aspect of it. So in the financial, we are coming to the financial after this one. So let's now tackle the emotional bit of it. So generally, a lot of research there, and people say that women are emotional beings and men are logical beings.
Yeah.
Do you agree with that?
Yes.
It's true. So, at times, men, when a lady comes to you, let's say your lady comes to you with a certain issue, a certain problem, you tend to first think of it logically. And when it does not make sense to you logically, what do?
You brush it off.
You brush it off, you dismiss it.
Yeah.
Ama you try to give her solutions.
Yeah, that is the right word.
You try to give her solutions.
When the whole idea of her sharing the problem with you was for never for you to even help her in the first place.
You try and give her unsolicited solutions.
Yes.
So
The whole point was for you to just listen, for you to be on her team, on her side, and for you to empathize with her.
Man.
Yes. She's like, oh, I'm going through a lot. Hey, you could like, yeah, you are going, yeah.
So that should not really be the case.
Yeah.
Like, it's okay, we're logical beings, but now this is where empathy comes in. We need to understand them as well, because this thing doesn't happen every time. It's not every time that she comes to you with these things.
But how do you know? How you see? Like, I was reading the other day on why do people fail to understand one another. It is actually because communication has different aspects. So the first aspect that you've mentioned clearly is the emotional part of communication. When someone comes to you and shares a problem with you, when someone comes to you and becomes vulnerable with you, they want you also to tune in to your emotions so that the both of you are speaking on the same wavelength. So that is the only way that you people are going to understand each other. And then the other thing, there is factual communication, where you meet things with logic, you meet things with evidence, you meet things with facts. So when an emotional person initiates a conversation with someone who is having a factual conversation, you see now the wavelength is distorted. Yes. So you cannot have a decent communication. Actually, there is no understanding in that communication. Because this person is trying to get emotional support, for example, and then you yourself, you don't really understand, but why are you like this? Why can't you see that the laws of physics, for example, dictate that if A happens, then the effect is B?
For an action force,
for an action,
there's an opposite reaction force.
There's an opposite and reaction force. Yeah, this is like the communication is off.
All making sense.
And then there's also, I think, cultural and societal communication. The cultural part talks about the things that give us our identities, our values, our morals. What do we identify as a people? And then the social part is how we live in society together. So you need to be you need to be aware that communication branches out into these four different aspects. Ndio uweze kujua whenever someone comes to you and they want to engage in an emotional conversation, you also tap into yourself so that you also
tap into that emotional side of yourself as well.
Yeah, so that whenever someone comes to you with a cultural conversation,
wait a minute. Why should the factual person change himself so that he can connect to this other person emotionally?
Yeah. Because that is the only way.
That's the only way. Because
that is the only way that you guys will be having an effective communication.
What about when this emotional person now changes her view to a factual one?
That is why I'm saying you need to be highly intelligent so that whenever you are having a conversation with anyone, it doesn't have to be just women.
Okay.
Whenever you're having a conversation with anyone,
it makes sense now.
You identify what type of conversation are we having. factual conversations, for example, ukiwa class, mwalimu anafunza. There's nothing emotional about that.
Nothing emotional about that.
Everything has to be factual. It is either true or true. Yes, it is either true or false. There can't be an in-between.
There's also hybrid ones, hybrid conversations.
Where it has aspects of...
Like the one we are having right now.
Oh, yeah.
It's both emotional, it's logical, factual.
It's cultural, it's
cultural,
social.
everything.
Yeah. It's a complete
all-in-one package.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I really feel that you've really dissected that in a deep way.
Don't give me too much credit.
Kumbe you're Royce.
Don't give me too much credit. But anyway, I think I think it would be unfair to have this conversation without mentioning, without bringing out the issue of gender equality. Yes, it would be unfair to have this conversation without bringing out gender equality and gender equity.
Yeah.
Yes, but today we tend to become, I don't know.
I think we've already done that, bro.
Gender equality and gender equity.
We've already done that because
Yeah.
In whatever we've been discussing,
Yeah.
like, yes, we've been discussing a lot about women, but also to discuss how men are involved in this thing, and how men should be a part of the discussion, how men should be a part of whatever is happening. So doing that is a part of gender equity and equality, because it's all about inclusiveness, having everyone on the boat, on the boat, inside the ark,
having everyone inside. Before we conclude, I want to get your reaction on something.
Oh yeah.
There is a group of women that have come out and joined this trend. Women have come out and they are sharing how much money they have been spending during childbirth, the cost of giving birth. I don't know if you have seen anything on that.
I saw one of those videos. I only saw one.
Have you seen
Kumbe
how
it's something that has
expensive-
been trending?
Yes, it's something that I think it's trending for the most part of this week. Have you seen how expensive
It is expensive, man.
it is to have a child, comrade? Have you seen how expensive it is to have a child? So if
As a young man,
as a young man, as a young lady out there, and you are cohabiting, you are enjoying each other's company, I think you guys take note that it is not easy. Number one, this economy is very unforgiving.
no, don't be pessimistic.
The cost of
Bwana.
having a child
Don't listen
right
to him.
now
go
by
have that child.
those women, by whatever they were sharing, the cost of having a child is upwards.
Don't let Gustavo's
Na hiyo hata ujaanza kununua
Wait a
pampers
minute.
bana.
Don't let Gustavo's pessimism get to you.
No, me, I'm just talking to my
Go
mimi
there.
tunawachanua
Have
nawaambia
that child, bwana.
when you're having
You know,
fun,
they say-
tafadhali
There's one modern philosopher that said,
think about the consequences of
there's one modern philosopher that said, mtoto akikuja anakuja na sahani yake.
Sahani
Go and have that
Sahani
child,
gani?
Be positive.
Msidanganywe ati mtoto anakuja na sahani yake, ati mtoto akikuja you'll be more motivated to go and work, you'll be very miserable.
No.
As a young
Don't listen to
man,
him.
kwa watu wenye unasikia hii, tafadhali having a child right now is very expensive. I'm not discouraging people from having children. But if
it's expensive, yes, but you look for the money. Yeah, you look for the money.
You first look for the money and then you have the child. Don't have the child
Then look for the money.
then look for the money, because you're going to have a very miserable life. Yes. Hiyo ilikuwa tu, by the way.
No.
Having sahi bei ya Probox hata ifiki cost of having a child in Kenya. Haya. Hiyo ilikuwa tu, by the way.
That was just a
Mimi nawapenda na wachanua.
Do whatever you want to do with your life. It's your life. You only live once.
At your own risk. At your own risk.
But the problem is, you'll have a hard time, lakini. If you do that.
Sana.
But yeah, hard times make strong men. So you'll be strong. You can do this. Yes. If you wanna do it, go do it.
If you want to get into depression, that is the fastest way.
No.
Yes, everything.
You're discouraging them, man.
I'm not
discouraging them.
I am not. Nimeanza na kusema I'm not discouraging anyone. I am only warning people that know the consequences of whatever you are getting into. Yes, protect yourself, guys.
Okay.
Vibaya. A lot of plan for your children. Yeah.
So that they can have their future set out for them.
Yes, yote kumitisa tumesema, let us celebrate our women. Let us celebrate our sisters, our mothers, our aunts, our girlfriends. Yes, let us love and show care and protect and create societies that are safe for both men and women.
Yeah.
Ndio?
Kabisa.
Yes. Today we've had a very serious conversation. The next one will be Zetu Zetu. The next episode will be Zetu Zetu. Yeah. So that is all from me.
That's all from him. That's all from us. But there's also one thing. We're planning some series that's gonna be epic. So after the next few episodes, you'll start seeing new episodes in a new style.
In a new style. It's not, in a new style.
It will still be us, but it will be in a new style. And we'll give you a teaser for that, a trailer for that very soon. So keep there. Msitoke hapo.
We also have big announcements coming up.
Very, very big announcements coming up. And we have a lot of big things lined up for you this year. And so stay tuned.
I will remind them of the exclusive.
Oh, yeah. I also forgot to mention there's also an exclusive community that is currently on right now. So a few members of the Real 20-somethings podcast community decided that, you know what, we need to come together as young people to do this thing together because we are facing the same challenges, we're going through the same issues. So we need to come together and do this thing together. So they decided that this is the perfect space for them to be in. And so far, so good. Very important conversations have happened there. This conversation happened there before coming here. So if you want to be a part of that conversation, if you want to be a part of that exclusive community, right now
they join?
It's open to everyone right now, but you have to show interest. So you can just DM us, say that you want to be a part of that exclusive community and you'll be a part of it. It's that simple, imagine. There's nothing much. So that's simple, but that is only for now because we currently don't want a big number because since people started joining, a lot of people started showing interest in it. And soon we are going to limit that number so that we can first focus on that number. Then after that, we'll open it up to a lot more people.
So we are not saying that it's for a few people. It is for everyone.
It's for everyone.
But for now, only the first few people who are going to be showing interest will be in that space. It's a space for growth. It's a space for mentorship. It is a great space.
And also one thing I'd like to add, it's called the Real 20-somethings podcast. Majority of us are in our 20s and some in their 30s. But in that community still, you'll find people from other generations. You'll find teenagers there. You'll find people in their 40s and 50s. So there's a very strong support system in that community. You'll find various professionals from different fields.
So well-structured.
So if you want to join, shoot a DM, say you're interested, and one of our people will get to you and guide you on how to join that community.
Kabisa,
Yeah. And don't forget to like this video, share this video with people out there so that this conversation can get out there. People need to get enlightened on these things.
Kabisa.
Yeah. And last but not least, bofya hicho kidunde, subscribe to the channel.
And if you have things that you are going through, experiences, just things you'd like us to talk about, what should they do?
Talk to someone, reach out to someone. Don't keep these things to yourself. Talk to someone. I would say talk to me, but I'm not professional.
But you can still talk to him.
But you can still talk to me, but not
If
on a
it
professional
helps.
level.
If it helps.
But if it helps,
Yeah.
you can still talk to me or Gustavo as well. So don't keep things to yourself if you're going through something. And yeah, all in all, what we're trying to do is to make the society safer, more inclusive for everyone. Yeah.
Kabisa.
Yeah.
Mimi hata siwezi ongezea kitu.
Yeah, so with that, having discussed all of these things, let's continue the conversation down in the comment section, in our socials, at the Real 20 Somethings podcast everywhere. Let's continue this conversation and we'll see you on the next one.
Zetu.
Adios.
Weka mawe. Weka mawe.